Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, let's thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving us so much blessing, so we can attend in this class without any trouble at all. Okay, today I'm your teacher. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Arif Ismail. Will be your teacher today. So today I will be explaining what an understanding about static routing, a simplified approach. So understanding a static route, a simple guide. So this is static route is used manually configured routes to direct routes. So and static route is different. It's part of routing protocols. There is two, that dynamic and static. But dynamic route is to be automatically update the network if there is new things or new network starts. And if static route, if there is a new network, it needs to do the manual update. So we need to do a configuration. And static routing is straightforward and effective in specific scenarios. And also static route is in enterprise or in industrial, it's will be used for a backup routing protocols. And then static route requires knowledge and attention from the administrator. So the network administrator must be vigilant and proactive in managing the static routes, as any change in the network called necessities manual update to maintain efficiency. Next, this is the key advantage of static route. So its simplicity of the static route is easy to configure and manage. Use case is in small networks. It's easy to configure and manage if in small networks, but in big networks or so many things, it's using the dynamic route. And predictability. Routes remain consistent, making network behavior predictable. And in use case, applications requiring stable paths and resource efficiency. So static route is low usage of your CPU and memory compared to the dynamic route like HRP, SPM, and others. In this case, specific routing path. Next is exploring common use case for static routing and understanding how benefits static routing in small networks, specific path, and stability. So static route is ideal for small networks, like in home or small office setups, where the routing complexity is minimal and easily manageable. And next is ensure specific routing path. So it is useful when certain data must always follow a specific route for performance or compliance reasons, ensuring reliable data transmission. Third, reward for network stability. Static route is advantage in stable networks where changes are infrequent, reducing the risk of routing groups and errors that can disrupt communication. understanding the limitation of static routing. First is scalability issues, like I've been told before. It's need to do manual updates if there is a new network is put under topology. So if you are using static route, you need to do update manually, right? Doing the IP configuration, IP route, and others. But if using a dynamic route, it will be automatically updated, not like the static route. And lack of adaptability, routes don't change automatically. Higher maintenance require constant manual updates. Error-prone modification, human errors can disrupt connectivity. So if there is error-prone modification, like it says human errors can disrupt connectivity. So if there is a people that doing a configuration in the router about the static route, if the configuration is wrong, it will be disrupt the connectivity. And limited redundancy, like there is no backup routes available because it's static route. So you need to do the configuration only if we want to pass into the router 3 and there is a router 2 or router router 4, router 5 into the main router or destination router. In static route you can only config one by one, so to way in with the way of router 2 or router 3 or router 4. But in dynamic you can just put a network and it will be changed automatically, or choosing the effective way with less metric or less pound or less cost. It will be automatically chosen if you are using the dynamic route. Like in static route, there is no, so only have one way. So that's why in the redundancy, no backup routes available. So if the way is cut off, so it will be there is no connection. So inflexible configuration, difficult to implement change quickly because it's config manually. So this is a comparative overview of static route and dynamic route. The static route is manual configuration set up by a network administrator, and dynamic route is automatic adjustment adapt to network change without a manual intervention. So it will be changed automatically if there is a new network. And this one is predictable, routes do not change unless manually altered. And static route and dynamic route is difference of the usage of the CPU and memory and others. Dynamic route is using more than static route. For example, if static route only using like 5% of your CPU, dynamic route it would be like 15% upper, because it's dynamic and it's all about automatics. So it requires more resource, bandwidth, and processing power. But the scalability can handle growth and change in network topology in dynamic route, but in static route is cannot. And static route is ideal for small networks, like I've been saying before. Dynamic route is ideal for a big network. So the next is effective practice for static routing implementation. So maintain the implementation of static route. This facility troubleshooting and keep putting information update. Use consistent naming convention. Conduct regular reviews of routing tables. Implement backup procedure for routers. Educate staff on static routing principles. This is the key strategies to enhance static routing management and troubleshooting in network. So this is a bit of case studies of static route, like example in coffee shop. Exploring how a local coffee shop use static routing to enhance network scalability and efficiency. So this is an example. 5 computers are connected, each configured with static IP address. And it shared a printer access. Static route ensure reliable access for all computers and enhance network stability, consistent internet access for processing context. This is the continuing importance of static routing in network. Relevance in simplicity, dynamic routing dominance in larger network. Role in small network, static routing continues to be essential in small network, where a few devices require fixed path for data transmission. Importance for IoT device. In IoT environment, static routing ensures that critical device maintain a stable connection without fluctuation in path. Stability and reliability. By ensuring certain data paths remain unchanged, static routing provides a level of reliability that is vital for specific application. Okay, maybe I think that's all from me. Sorry, I have some mistake also explaining about static routing. I'm Arabesar Ismail. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.